Howdy Takers, here are a couple of good games with the T-34, the Soviet Tier 5 medium tank. As I speak, a lot of people are grinding this tank because we're about to get Soviet light tanks in the game, and the T-34 is where you need to get XP in order to unlock the first tank in that line. In this game I am playing with Warlord, and initially it looks grim. Oops, and I fall off over here. It looks grim because the enemy team has 4 KV-1s, so they have 4 heavies, and we have 1 heavy. We have Warlord playing in his Churchill 1, other than that just mediums and lights. So that's going to be a tough battle to play. What I'm thinking is that I have a very high DPM 57mm gun. It's got good accuracy and really good rate of fire and good penetration. So I'm going to need to keep this gun in the game. I'm going to need to be able to use my teammates kind of as meat shields in order to stay behind them and continue firing. And I'm probably going to have to use a lot of APCR, so this game may cost me money, which I'm willing to do in order to win this game. As you can see, I've moved up into a sniping position. I'm switching back and forth between APCR and AP. I'm prioritizing hitting KV-1s. They have a large hit point pool, so it takes a long time to whittle them down. I'm firing at other tanks when those targets present themselves, but I would rather shoot at KV-1s. The rest of my team is moving around, which is very nice. They are doing a lot of spotting for me, and I'm going to be sharing my XP with a number of other tanks because when I hit a tank and that I wouldn't otherwise be spotting, I share half of that XP with all of the tanks who are spotting that tank. So that's what's happening here. I'm staying back here. They are not spotting me, and I'm just looking for little shots through here. Again, prioritizing KV-1s. Even with APCR, I'm going to bounce occasional shots off these KVs. But you can see, it gets the job done. That's 1 KV. Happy to work on these enemy mediums as well. But you can see I'm working very hard to not expose myself. You could call this being cowardly, but it's not like I'm hiding in the back not getting damage done. I'm getting a lot of really good sniping shots in. The 57 on this tank is extremely accurate, and really, under these circumstances, is a great use for this, this gun. And then this will allow me to rack up a lot of damage and really contribute to the team. T-34 over on the other side is calling for help. He's going to get killed in a little while. He's going to complain about how dumb we are. And to give him his due, he does do a lot of damage in this game, so it's not like he's playing badly or anything. But he is exposing himself more than I am. And you could argue that I am not supporting my team the way I should because I'm not jumping ahead and contributing my hit points to the pool of hit points. That's a KV-1 out of the battle. There's a Crusader out of the battle. I take a hit to the tracks. That may have been a blind shot, because I don't think I was spotted. But certainly there's been a lot of fire coming to the enemy from this bush, so it would make sense for them to do that.
We didn't even scratch them. That one didn't go through.
KVs have really good armor all around, so it is hard to penetrate them in all directions, especially when they're smart enough to angle, which these KV players have not been doing against me. So now it's just me and Warlord in his Churchill. And he's doing a great thing. He's moving forward to spot, and I'm going to support him with fire. He can take shots, I can't. That's another KV out of the picture. Just one more. There he is. He's low health. And that's it. You will notice that this was only a third-class medal for me, even though I got 5 kills and did top damage for the team, because I was sharing those XP with the rest of the team. So it was actually a team contribution. So shows what you can do with this T-34 under the right circumstances. This next one is a solo game. I've moved up into this spotting position, but we have a couple of players who have been staying in the back, and so I'm not going to advance way ahead of my team. And they do move up. Spot this leopard, put a shot into him, another shot, take a tiny little shot from him. That was a good trade, because I actually have significantly more alpha than a leopard. He just has an auto cannon, so he can fire a lot more shots. Here we're going to see there's a little bit of a bug in the game where shots near the edge of some terrain features are drawn into the terrain. But I do get a couple of shots into him, and possibly a fourth. I'm not sure if that one went in, but I expect it did. Now I'm going to move up to support my team member here against this leopard. One shot. Team member moves in front of me. Enemy tank moves behind that building. I'm going to advance to try to take advantage of this situation. And there we go. We have some nice sniping fire. Look at the wonderful accuracy of this gun. Whenever you can shoot at long range with this thing, you're usually at an advantage over the enemy, because you usually can put in much more accurate fire than they can. Move up, I want to do some flanking. This guy's bouncing around. I didn't think I was going to get that shot in, but I did. Looking to catch him again, but no, he's staying behind terrain. But more sniping fire. Awesome. And this is a great situation. I'm firing from behind a bush. I'm not spotted. And I'm pumping shot after shot into the enemy. Can easily penetrate this DW2 most of the time. Get occasional bounces, but you can see I can just use the damage per minute on this tank to just pound them in. He moves back out, bad choice. There we go, and here's a Panzer. He makes himself vulnerable to me. He doesn't have the gun depression to shoot down at me. Not sure what he thinks he's doing here. Gonna miss one shot in here to this tiny target, but 1 out of 2 on that tiny target is at that range is not bad. Now it's 2 on 2. The enemy has been playing pretty well, so they've whittled our team down. I need to take this guy out. He fires HE at me. Not very effective. I track him and kill him. Now there's an enemy leopard out there. He's gotten 2 kills, so he's a decent player. I don't know where he is. My teammate is very low health, and so I'm just moving into the cap circle in a nice cover protected area. Moving back and forth to make myself not as good a target, hoping to spot him or have my teammate spot him. Oh, my teammate does, but kills him, but the leopard is very low health, and I have virtually all my hit points left. So this is going to be an easy one. He's moving back away around this rock. He's being fairly smart and cagey. But catch him, and he's dead. So 5 kills, 2100 damage, 2nd class medal. A lot of people playing the tank right now, so I think that's why that was a 2nd class medal. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe.